Hello and welcome to this tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about the NeoPixel that's part of the shield that goes on the Arduino. We are going to install a library, then we're going to talk through some of the code, and then we are going to see some of the functionality on the shield itself. So to start, we're going to go to Sketch, Include Library, Manage Libraries, and then we are going to search for Arduino. NeoPixel. So as you can see, Adafruit NeoPixel by Adafruit, that's the one we want. This one's already installed on my machine, but to install it, you click on it and then you click on the install button, and it shouldn't take more than a couple seconds. It's pretty painless. And before we get into the code here, I do want to note that if you go to File, Examples, and you scroll down, you'll see that they have some pre-built examples under Adafruit NeoPixel. That's part of the library. So, to the code, we start with including the library so we can call the functions that are pre-built. And then after that, we define how many NeoPixels we're using. In our case, we're going to be using one today. And then we define what pin that NeoPixel or those NeoPixels are on. And if you look at the schematic of the shield, you'll see that the data in terminal on the NeoPixel is connected to digital pin 7 on the Arduino. So that's where we get this 7 from. Next, we are going to declare an object called strip. And as part of this object, we include the pixel count, the pixel pin, so the two that we've already defined. And then this last part, it depends on what NeoPixel you are using. Some NeoPixels are GRB and some of them are RGB. We're using the RGB today, so we have the neo_RGB, and then the next variable is what the bitstream speed is. So some NeoPixels is 400 kilohertz, but in our case today we're going to be using the 800 kilohertz NeoPixel. So moving down to the setup, we start with a strip.begin, and this just initializes which digital pin the NeoPixel is connected to, and it defines it as an output. Strip.clear, and then a strip.show, and these two lines just turn the NeoPixel off once it gets through this setup. So scrolling down here a little bit, we have strip.setPixelColor. So there's 4 arguments for this function, and the first argument is which NeoPixel you're talking to. So you can actually set NeoPixels in series with each other, and if you wanted to talk to the third one, for example, then you'd have a 2 in this argument. The next 3 arguments are the brightnesses for the red, green, and blue on the NeoPixel. So these can be anywhere in the range from 0 to 255, and this line only sets the color, but then this next line here, strip.show, that actually sends the color to the NeoPixel. So just setting the color you won't see anything, but once you actually send it, that's when the color of the NeoPixel will change. So line after that is we just have a 500 millisecond delay. So this entire program here will set the color to red, send it to the NeoPixel, and then delay it for 500 seconds, and then I'll just loop here over and over and over. So if we take a look here, we can send this to the Arduino, and I can show you here what it looks like. So as you can see, it's rotating between red, green, and blue, each for a half a second each. So if we look at the rest of the code here, I'm going to comment out this portion with a /* and a //. Uncomment this. And just with the rest of this code, I wanted to show you the concept of color packets. Color packets just allow you to predefine colors based on their brightness. So as you can see, we define the type of variable here, and then we are calling red strip.color, and then we define the 3 different colors here. So again, it's red, green, then blue. And so I have red, green, and blue all predefined here. And then I have a strip.set pixel color to green. And then finally I need to strip.show. And this should turn the NeoPixel to a solid green color once I upload it. So I'll upload it here and then I will show it to you. So as you can see, it's just a solid green color, and that is how the color packets work. And that is how to use the NeoPixel. So hopefully this was of some help, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.